I'd like to welcome all of you here today. It's such an exciting day for the Grand Rapids Public Museum School, for Grand Rapids Public, and the City of Grand Rapids. My name is Kim Rowland, and I'm proud to serve as the Curriculum Integration Specialist here at Museum School. Today I'm filling in for Dr. Chris Hanks, who is in Washington, D.C., with Superintendent Neal and dozens of our XQ team members. It's truly an honor for the Grand Rapids Public Museum School to be selected as one of 50 finalists for the XQ Super School project. This $10 million grant would allow us to reimagine our high school at 54 Jefferson, the site of the old Grand Rapids Public Museum. For those who may not know, the XQ Super School project was launched in September of 2015. It was an open call to rethink and design the next American high school. Nearly 700 teams from 45 states participated in this competition. We're gathered today to watch a live stream of the official announcement of this XQ Super School project. No matter what happens today, the museum school already feels like it's won. We feel this way because this project has helped us to develop our vision and our mission for our high school. In addition, it's brought national and international attention to the Grand Rapids Public Schools, who are doing amazing, innovative, and transformative things here. The live stream is going to begin in just a few moments, but before it does, I want to introduce Jim Williams. Jim Williams is the chair of the board of directors for the Grand Rapids Public Museum. Jim?
Thank you, Kim. Good afternoon. As Kim said, Jim Williams, Chair of the Board of Trustees, and I would like to say that on behalf of the Board of Trustees here at the museum and the staff and our volunteers, we'd like to welcome you all here today. This is truly an exciting afternoon, so we couldn't be any more proud to be here with all of you. Before the program begins, I want to give you just a quick history of what got us here. And this started about 3 years ago when the executive director of the Public Museum, Dale Robertson, was out on a marathon training run with Tony Baker, Tony, the chair of the Board of Education, and they got talking at some point in this conversation, and neither of them will say which one came up with the idea first, but collectively they came up with this idea of a museum school. And so they took that idea and brought together these other groups of people, which included Kendall School, Grand Valley, Ferris State University, Grand Rapids, City of Grand Rapids, and of course, Downtown Inc. And so they took that idea and really supercharged it into one that we have today that we think is really just this fabulous idea, one that goes beyond building, but it's curriculum and the process. And for us at the museum, it's really taking young people and giving them the idea that their dreams will be what they're going to create for the future for themselves and our community. So we hope that the XQ Super Schools look at this idea in the same way we do. We think that we hope that they see it as one of the kind of the fabric of the future of what schools and curriculum is going to be like for students. So yeah, I don't know if it started, but it might be. But I know for one that we hope they think like we do, and that we'll all be successful at the end of this day. So thanks again. Thanks for being here. We'll talk with you all later. Thank you.
Where'd he go? Isn't he going to ask me to do some beatboxing? I mean, I can't believe it. Well, our third super school has, I got to ask you something before I go on. Isn't this a great day? It's amazing, amazing. And are we thankful to Rustlin and Laureen and everybody else for doing the XQ project, or what? Well, I am. Fantastic. Well, as I was saying before I so rudely interrupted myself, our third super school has created a novel and fascinating approach to education that is dear to my heart. It figured out a way to make every school day feel like a field trip. This school takes thousands of historical and cultural artifacts and uses them to form the basis of a rigorous day-to-day curriculum. And not just that, they've partnered with others in their community to use those skills to solve local ecological problems. Out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, I'm proud to introduce the Grand Rapids Public Museum High School, where students literally go to class in a museum. Welcome.
We love stuff, right? We like to be in the presence of the real thing. Even in this digital age, we crave a real experience.
We're the oldest museum and the second largest in the state of Michigan. Nearly our entire collection is donated.
It was given for a higher purpose, and that purpose is education.
For me, the vision of this school is really about breaking down barriers between school and community, between work and play. We design all of our curriculum around projects, and the advantage of being in the museum is that we can tie those projects to exhibits that are right outside our classroom doors.
The premise is so engaging. They're touching real things, they're looking at real things, they're constructing their own learning.
I was here the first day of school when our 6th grade students walked through the front door, and the enthusiasm and the excitement about opening our middle school. And I know that they're going to have that experience again in the most innovative high school that's ever been built.
Thanks to the XQ project, now we can go forward.
We can now design to the fullest extent of our imaginations the museum high school.
This space ends up housing the entire school, community rooms, labs.
We want our students to have direct experience. We want what they're learning academically to be real to them. We can be a laboratory. We can innovate. What's critical about this school is we share what we've learned. We help other teachers come in and learn our process. If we only impact 420 students per year with this school, that's not enough. This is an opportunity to help make something happen that could be really, really important and help change education.
Well, I regularly meet with a group of bright, enthusiastic Washington, D.C. high school sophomores and juniors to help teach me what I ought to be thinking about for the future. And they are repeatedly and eloquently telling me that even in the digital age, we should not give up on artifacts and works of art. How do you think historical objects and works of art add value and meaning to education?
So we believe that our common experience as human beings is preserved in our historical artifacts and art. So those things inspire curiosity. And our school, our students touch, feel, play with those objects, smell those objects, connect with them, and build knowledge. They tell stories about who we are as people, and then think about our future as where we are going as a people. So it's a pretty powerful way of learning.
Well, let's congratulate these wonderful winners.
So apparently there's a big party that you guys are having a viewing party. We can't check in with them right now. We're gonna check in with them a little later in the show. Where are you guys sitting, so we know?
Here.
Grand Rapids. You guys, that's Grand Rapids?
That's Grand Rapids.
Hey, you guys! You see anybody you know? Does somebody want to say something? Muses, what's Muses? Museum School Learners, make some noise! What's going on, you guys? I don't think we're going to be having a very productive conversation. So is that right there, what we're seeing? Yeah, we hear you. Is that a museum? Are we in a museum right there?
They're in the Public Museum of Grand Rapids. And that's our Public Museum Middle School. And those students right there will be the first and second classes of the Grand Rapids Public Museum High School, part of Grand Rapids Public Schools.
That's pretty incredible. That's pretty incredible. What's the best thing, or what kind of feedback are you getting for having a school like this? Because it's pretty incredible. I didn't even know it existed.
Well, I'm getting a lot of feedback on my phone right now, I'll tell you that.
That's good.
This school has galvanized our community. We have partners throughout the city, Kendall College of Art and Design, Grand Valley State University, and of course, the Grand Rapids Public Museum. Everyone supports this school because we're bringing the community together, and it's a city and a region that pulls together and does it all for our students and for our future.
That's great. That's great. Does anybody have any, particularly from Washington Leadership Academy, since you guys are students, you're a super school, these guys are at a super school, what's something that you would ask them or they could ask you?
They're all raising their hands, so I think what they would want to tell you is that, we are a school and they go to class, but their class on any given day may be in the museum, in the exhibits, maybe behind the scenes in the museum archives, creating their own exhibits. It may be out in the community, across the city, at the public library, at the Grand Rapids Art Museum. It could be anywhere.
What's Grand Rapids like as a city?
Grand Rapids is the greatest city in the world.
I think Mayor Bowser would disagree with you.
So here at Museum School, when we want to get students' attention, not that I don't think we have it already, we say, Muses, Muses. All right, so Muses, how excited are you about this grant? On behalf of our students, I promised I wasn't going to cry. On behalf of our students, teachers, support staff, the advisory council, and anyone who is part of this, we want to send our thanks and appreciation to the XQ Super School project leaders, funders, and judges. We thank them for believing in our dream and for seeing what we first envisioned when thinking of this school. So together, let's thank XQ. Yeah. It is such an honor and validation of the years of work that went into developing this school. It's now our job, and I say our job because we are a community, and as a community we learn together, as a community we develop together. It's our job to work to implement this museum school model with fidelity. And I have to say, this is just the beginning. I'd like to turn it over to Larry Johnson, Superintendent Neal's Chief of Staff, for remarks from the district.
Wow, isn't this big? I mean, you can just keep applauding. This is huge. This is huge. First of all, on obviously Superintendent Neal is away in D.C. at the presentation, but on the behalf of the Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education, on behalf of the superintendent and the cabinet, and all the dynamic teachers, leaders, support staff, and really the students here at the museum school, we just want to congratulate our friends of the museum school and extend our thanks to XQ Super School Project for making the right choice. Right. This will be an amazing opportunity for our students to further learning here at the museum. You know, I remember hearing about when we first learned of this XQ Super Project. John Hemholt saw an ad about an amazing grant, a grant opportunity. He and some folks got together and began writing. Josh Spencer put a lot of work into this and made this very successful for the museum school in Grand Rapids here. We thank him for his work. We also, I had to go off to the entire museum school, the entire team in the grant that was made for the museum school. And they went for it. They saw an opportunity, they went for it, about 54 members on the XQ team here, and we heard that there's one of the largest teams in the competition was the team here in Grand Rapids. And we won. And that's a great thing. Again, just special shout out to Canary Consulting. Again, Josh Spencer, you're amazing, the $10 million man now. And this whole museum thing, museum school project, there's a capital campaign to raise about $15 million to, further the education around the museum school. But guess what? $10 million is already in the bank, baby. That's right. All right. Just a couple other people. Just want to acknowledge the Wegge Foundation because they made the initial $1 million investment to make this happen. So we just want to thank them. This was a key part of the XQ application, and it showed local, private, and philanthropic support of what we're trying to do here with the museum school. Again, on behalf of Teresa Weatherall Neal, our entire Board of Education, our students, our staff, our support team, our cabinet, just want to say thank you, the parents, for your support. Thanks for our kids. And I'd like to turn this over now to Tom Amati. He's a museum school parent, assistant to the city manager for the city of Grand Rapids, who worked as our lead point of contact to City Hall to help negotiate some of the deals necessary to make this happen. Tom?
Thank you, Larry. Once again, come on, let's plow. Thank you so much, and congratulations to everyone. It has truly been an honor, not only as a parent, but also as a representative of the city, to be part of this team. I have the honor of seeing the inner working, and believe me, we've reviewed not only one draft, but many drafts before we got to this point. Not only I'm proud as a city official, but also as a parent, to see my daughter Sophia be part of such a great thing that's happening here today. So now I would like to introduce Lupe Ramos Montini, who doesn't need any introductions. Oh.
Is everybody having a good afternoon? Yeah, I think so. This is good. Okay, we're fortunate to have one of our hometown heroes with us today, Lupe Ramos Montini, and she's a teacher, she's on the board at the museum, she's on the State Board of Education, and Lupe is going to give us a few remarks. Lupe? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. I am Lupe Ramos Montini, and I am a trustee of the Grand Rapids Public Museum and an elected member of the State Board of Education, and I am a proud member of the museum, as a representative of the museum in the Museum School Advisory Board. So I hold different hats in behalf of the museum and the museum school. And of course, today we are very excited. Now, show me some excitement. Today is a life-changing for our curious students, for our devoted parents, and for our vibrant community. The museum school is built on community partnerships that brought about a unique educational model. And this model we are advocating on the state board level. Now, in this model, we use the Grand Rapids Public Museum, the archives, everything, all the archives that are in the museum as learning tools. And today we have proved to be one of the most innovative schools in the nation, in the country. So congratulations to our partners, the Grand Rapids Public Museum, the Grand Rapids Public Schools, Kendall College of Art and Design of Ferris State University, Grand Valley State University College of Education, the City of Grand Rapids, and Downtown Grand Rapids, Inc. And the most important, our students. Give yourselves a big round of applause, students. Our teachers, give a round of applause for our teachers, and our administrators. Thank you, y muchas gracias. And now it is my sincere pleasure to introduce to you the president of Kendall College Art and Design of Ferris State University, Miss Leslie Bellavance. Bella means pretty, so give her a round.
Thank you, Lupe. My name is Leslie Bellavance, and it's my privilege to be the president of Kendall College of Art and Design, and also my privilege to serve on the advisory board of the museum school. It is truly a day to celebrate the collaborative spirit in Grand Rapids, especially as it positively impacts the education of our children. On behalf of the entire Kendall College of Art and Design of Ferris State University community, I wish to congratulate the museum school and the Grand Rapids Public Schools on this remarkable achievement. KCAD is proud to be one of the partners who worked to make this day possible, and I'd like to acknowledge KCAD professors Cindy Todd and Gail DeBrin, who are in Washington, D.C. right now. You saw them up on the stage, whose inspired work brings design thinking to the museum school curriculum. And I'd like to acknowledge our KCAD alumnus, Greg Pellizzolo of Pellizzolo Design, who designed the museum school logo. Most importantly, being recognized by the XQ Super School Project and being awarded this grant shines a spotlight on the city of Grand Rapids as a leader in education. As citizens of Grand Rapids, we must all thank Museum School Principal Chris Hanks for his innovative vision, and the Grand Rapids Public Schools Superintendent, Teresa Weatherall Neal, for her inspired leadership. Along with the museum school partners, all of them, GVSU, the Public Museum, and the city, and we must reflect on how lucky we are to live and work in a community that can accomplish such great things. Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to introduce my colleague from the GVSU College of Education, Dr. John Shinsky.
What a tremendous honor, and what a great award for such a great community. It's a pleasure to represent Grand Valley State University today and to be part of this exceptional afternoon and great award for this facility and all the work that's been done to do it. At one point, we were wondering to what degree whether we'd get this award or not, but many of us believed that we were going to get it, and we ended up getting it. And I have to take my hat off to all those individuals who put their heads together to make it happen. This just didn't happen from a small group. This happened from a community, and that's who we are, and that's who we represent. We're here today, one of 10 national and international school models selected to receive $10 million and help the future. I'd like us to just take a quick moment. I know there's some students in here. Could you raise your hands? Anybody that's still here? This is about you. This is for you. And you are the ones that are going to take this grant and turn it into something special and take this building to the next level. Congratulations. I want to say on behalf of President Haas, the president of Grand Valley State University, and our board of trustees, and all of them have been staunch advocates and support for the museum school. We love this school, and as you know, Chris Hanks, the principal of this school, was a professor at Grand Valley, so we feel really close ties. The partnership and all the things that we've been doing together with all of our different groups and our faculty in the College of Education are committed to this. And we also want to thank XQ Super School Project judges, leaders, and staff for selecting our museum school for this prestigious award. Now I want to introduce former Grand Rapids Board of Education member and current First Ward City Commissioner, John O'Connor, to say a few words on behalf of the Mayor, Rosalind Bliss, and the City Commission. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shinsky. Words do not begin to describe what an honor it is for me to be up here tonight with you. On behalf of the Mayor of the City of Grand Rapids, Rosalind Bliss, my colleagues on the City Commission, and all of the city staff and our administration at City Hall. 5 short years ago, I was a member of the Board of Education when this idea was kind of floating around in the world. And, you know, we had a lot of turmoil at GRPS, but we saw a visionary leader in in Teresa Weatherall-Neal. When we first appointed her as our interim superintendent, there was a lot of uncertainty and questions about the future of public education in the city of Grand Rapids. But just 6 short months after her appointment, she did a comprehensive listening tour. She did the things that real leadership is. She went out into the community and she listened to people, and she engaged with thousands and thousands of stakeholders here in the city of Grand Rapids. And through the unanimous support of all the city Board of Education members at the time, she developed the transformation plan. And a big part of that plan was this museum school. You know, I think it was said earlier that Dr. Baker and Dale, the CEO of the museum, were out running, training for a marathon when they came up with this. And I remember after they came back and started talking about this, I went on one of the very first tours of the storage facility down on Jefferson, and we got to go behind the scenes and start, you know, open up anything we wanted, and Dale just sort of let us look around, and it just told us how much stuff was back there that most of us never get to see, and how much of a resource that could be for children and children's lives. And it is just so exciting to have had, you know, Dr. Baker and Dr. Falb, colleagues of mine on the board, work diligently with all kinds of stakeholders throughout this community to make this vision come to life. I just cannot tell you how proud I am to have had just a small part in this, and for the city of Grand Rapids today is thankful to all the community partners that the museum, DGRI, and just that people came together to do something that's going to make a real long-lasting, significant impact for the city of Grand Rapids. Thank you to XQ and our team of educators and partners for this remarkable accomplishment. Now, last but not least, let me introduce you to Deb Bailey, Chair of the Board of Directors for the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Commissioner O'Connor. The Student Advancement Foundation has been the funding arm for GRPS for the last 20 years. But in all those years, we have certainly never seen a gift like this. In fact, to the best of my knowledge, this is the largest non-governmental external grant ever given to the city of Grand Rapids. So all of you that were involved, so I can't wait to see who's going to take up the next challenge to beat that Guinness Book of Records. We'll see about that. We've been so pleased to work with GRPS on the new capital campaign. And as you may recall, Teresa told the voters that she wasn't just asking them to foot the bill for the $175 million bond. She said she was going to do it the Grand Rapids way, which this entire project has modeled. And I think the comments made today have just reinforced over and over that it's all through public and private partnerships. With a $15 million public fundraising campaign for the Museum School, Coit International Baccalaureate, and the Sherwood Park IB program, as Larry said, well, with that $15 million campaign, it sure got a heck of a lot easier in the last hour. So we are delighted and relieved but still $5 million to go. So please join me once more in giving a huge round of applause and appreciation to the XQ organization and the Super School Project for their support. So I'd like to turn this back to our host, Jim Williams.
Well, thank you, Deb. Well, I don't know that I've had a better afternoon. I've had a lot of afternoons, but I don't know that there's ever been one better than this. This has been exciting and certainly a great deal of pride for the museum school and all of the partners that have taken their role in bringing this to fruition. So with that, I'd just like to say thank you very much for being here. We're going to continue to have some refreshments, so please stick around and mingle and talk with some of the other participants in all of this activity. So thank you very much.
With whatever that dream and that vision is. Now,